Hey everybody, what's up? All right, so happy to be here today. Today is gonna be good. I got something good to talk about today. Let me tell you, God has been working in my heart. God has been working in my heart. God has been showing in my spirit and saying, girl, you got something to talk about. You got to tell the people something. You got to tell the people what's on your heart, because how many of y'all know what's on your heart is coming from your spirit, right? We got to get real clear about that. What's on your heart is coming from your spirit. It's coming from inside of you. So today I want to ask you, what is your guiding thought? What is your guiding thought? We can't just be here and not pay attention to our thoughts. How many of y'all understand everything about you generates from your thoughts? Your thoughts are the soil from which whatever grows out of you is coming from that soil, right? It's coming from that soil. So that soil is your thoughts. You have to fertilize your thoughts. You have to look at your thoughts. You have to pay attention to your thoughts. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? You have to pay attention to your thoughts. So today, what is your guiding thought? What is your guiding thought? This is so important. We got to start there. What is your guiding thought? You have to believe for more of you to show up. You have to believe that more of you needs to show up, right? We have to believe. We have to believe. Everything starts with belief, guys. Everything starts with belief. No matter what is happening in your life, it's all coming from a belief. It's all coming from a belief. It's all coming from a belief. So what belief do you have? You have to want more for your life. You have to want more. You have to believe more is possible. And not just more in quantity, but more in quality. More quality. More quality. More quality. More quality. You have to be able to see a different vision of you. Yeah, a different vision of you. A different vision of you. We're going to go a little deep today. I'm not going to stay long. I'm not going to make this more than 20 minutes long, but I got to get this message clear. I got to get this message clear. This message has to get clear. Let's align first. Let's align. Take a moment and just close your eyes to align. Align. Because we could have the right thoughts and we can have the bigger vision and we could be listening to our spirit. But if it's scattered, if it's disrupted, it's not good. It's not good. If it's disrupted, you're going to miss the point. You're going to miss the point. If it's disrupted, you're going to miss the point. So we need to align. Mind, body, spirit, actions. Mind, body, spirit, actions. We must align. We must align our thought to create emotions that we want to feel in our body. But we have to get deeper in our spirit to connect to the right thought. Because the right thought is not going to come from your brain. The right thought is going to come from your spirit. Do you understand? The right thought is going to come from your spirit. But you can't You can't just start with the spirit because you're also human. You have to start with your thoughts. Your thought creates the intention. The thought creates the intention. What is your spirit telling you about you? What is the spirit, what is your spirit telling you about you? What direction are you supposed to be moving in? Right? We got to figure that out. We got to figure out, what direction am I supposed to be moving? Am I around the right people in my life? Are the people around me in life right now, am I attached to them because I feel scared and lonely? Am I being controlled by a fear that my family will reject me, that I need to fit in? Listen, guys, listen. We have to understand the two worlds we live in. We're always in a tug of war. Those who are awakening, we're in a tug of war. Those of us who are awake, we're in a tug of war until we're not, but we always will be. The degree to which we are in that tug of war, the intensity of that inner struggle is different the more awakened we are, right? So the lower functioning in our mind, the more we don't even know that we have an inner war going on, because we're in survival. We're in trying to relieve the pain in the path of least resistance. So that's smoking and drinking and being distracted and all of this kind of thing. But once we start awakening, we realize, okay, let me start looking at my surroundings, because I know my spirit is trying to tell me that there's something bigger inside of me that's trying to show up. There's something larger that I need to do with my life. There's something I need to bring forth, and I feel it because I feel that inner struggle. I'm in a battle between my flesh, which is fear-based and ego-based, and my spirit, which is faith-based. My spirit is faith-based. So I'm in a struggle between survival and belief in something that I don't see yet, that I'm believing for it to show up. I'm believing for it to show up. So what is this that I'm believing to show up? It's got to be a vision that's inside of me, that's coming from my spirit. What is this vision? How do I figure out this vision? I must quiet my thoughts. I set the intention with my thought that I need to figure out, what is it that my spirit wants me to do, right? Because I'm human. I have to start with thought. My thought creates the intention. And then once I get the intention, I come into my body. I leave my mind. I leave the worry. I leave the rigmarole of my mind, the chatter, the noise, the fear, all of that. I leave all of that. I leave all of that. And I come into my body. And I begin to breathe. So I can calm my sympathetic nervous system down, right? So we can calm the sympathetic nervous system down. Because if we're in fear and we're in stress, then there's a part of our mind that's activated, that's releasing stress hormones and cortisol, and it's keeping us distracted and fear. It confuses us, and we don't know what decisions to make. I talked to somebody this morning, and they had to make a big decision. And they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do because they were trying to figure it out with their conscious mind. And how many of y'all understand your wisdom doesn't come from your conscious mind? Your wisdom comes from internal. You must be able to hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within you. The feeling, the vibration, the movement, the awareness. The communication happens through you. The spirit moves through you. Not through your mind, through you, your spirit. The spirit connects to the spirit and moves through you. And yes, maybe that eventually shows up as a revelation, a thought. My dog is always barking at the bears. Every time he barks, I'm like, is there a bear? This is a big deal, guys. This is a big deal, right? We get so distracted by who we think we see in the mirror. Who we think we see in the mirror. Don't get distracted by what you think you see in the mirror. Get focused right here. Create the vision. The vision will come from your spirit. Listen to me. You must get in your spirit, because anything you're creating from your mind is not where you're supposed to be going unless it's connected from the spirit. That's your inner intuition. That's your inner knowing. That's your inner voice. That's your inner. We got to stop being distracted by survival. The survival brain is distracting us. And we got to stop that. We got to go into our spirit, create the vision, hold that vision in place. This is where a lot of people go wrong. We get the vision for a minute, and then we're not seeing results right away. And so our survival mind says, this is not producing the fruits that I need right away, so I need to go do something else. No, you don't need to go do something else. You need to stay rooted in the spirit. Hold on to the vision. Hold on to your consistency. Be consistent in showing up in your own life for your vision. Your vision is solidified by your spirit. Everything else is us being lost in life, us being distracted in life. Right? Yesterday I got on, I was so disturbed because this guy beat this other guy up. He kicked him, knocked him off his bike and was beating him up and was kicking him in the face. And it just really broke my heart. Right? My spirit was feeling for the spirit of that man. We have to care about our humanity. We have to care about our brothers and sisters. We have to care about the people who are suffering. So when you think about your vision, what is it connected to? Whose life are you trying to help? Whose life are you trying to save? You have to get beyond just you. Because if you focus on just you and what you want to create, I want a Gucci bag and I want a this and that and I want a car and I want a house and I want all of that is superficial. How many of y'all understand that's superficial? That can't be your dream. That can't be your vision. Your vision has to be of something that's going to create the elevation of the spirit inside of you that's trying to manifest into a greater persona for greater action, for greater purpose, for greater results. And that's not connected to a Gucci bag. That's not connected to a car or a house or fucking whatever. That's connected to humanity. That's connected to the spirit of people. So if you can get in tune, start with the intention of your mind. Set the intention to go deeper into your body. Leave the chaos of your mind and go deeper into your body to connect to your spirit. And your spirit will communicate to you. What is it that you are supposed to be working toward? What is the vision? The vision is always connected to the higher elevation and the greater expansion of humanity. Not the Gucci bag, not the red convertible Lexus, not the house on the beach. Those are byproducts. Those are byproducts. But we got to first get in tune with where is my spirit guiding me, because my mind is going to confuse me. My subconscious mind is keeping me in survival. My conscious mind is trying to figure out the right thing to do. They're in resistance. They're in a war. You're having a tug of war internally. Spirit and flesh is fighting against each other. So turn this off. Set the intention and then turn it off. Get in your body. Go deeper into your spirit. This is meditation. This is yogiism. This is silencing the mind. Go into no mind. Become nothing. Go back to nothingness. This is from which we came from, nothing. And then as you go into that, create the vision. It's going to reveal itself to you. You don't have to do the hard labor. The only thing you have to do is learn to be silent. Learn to be silent. Learn to be committed to doing your inner work. Learn to be committed to the meditation, to the silencing of the mind, so that you can get revelation. Devote more time to hearing that voice within you, okay? Devote more time to that inner voice. You're not just a minimum wage worker. You were born for so much more. You're not just a person who's supposed to be struggling in depression and anxiety and alcoholism and drugs and low self-esteem and being promiscuous and being a stripper and being a wife beater. That's not who you were born to be. You have to want more for yourself, though. So today's topic is, what is the guiding thought for your life today? What is your guiding thought for your life today? My guiding thought before I came on this video was, God, what do you want me to tell them? I knew there was something deeper in me that needed to come out. If we don't get control of our mind, we don't have control of our life. And that's what was happening with that guy that was beating up the guy on the bike yesterday. He didn't have control of his mind. Either his environment had taught him how to be a menace to society, or his survival brain was saying, I need to go rob somebody so I can get X, Y, and Z. But he wasn't in control of his mind. There were other sources that were in control of him. So we have to get control of our mind. Like that's numero uno. Like there is nothing after, or like there's nothing before that. What's more important than getting control of your mind? You can't even get in your spirit until you get control of your mind. How do you get control of your mind? You go into your spirit. You're not just a minimum wage worker. Whose life will you improve? You have to dedicate yourself to something outside of you. It can't be the Gucci bag. It can't be the car. It can't be the vacation. It's got to be you wanting to save someone's life. Whether that's your child's life, whether that's your neighbor's life, whether it's the people in your community, whether it's people in another third world country, you have to want to devote yourself to humanity. Please hear me. Hear me clearly. You have to dedicate yourself to a lofty goal to help save the lives of people in need. Now, you don't have to do everything for them, but you have to start with that intention for you to grow into the highest version of yourself. It has to be connected to enhancing, improving, and saving the lives of people in humanity. No question. If it's anything lower than that, it's not enough. Because it's going to be too easy to quit. It's going to be too easy for your mind to go into fear. You know, every time, I don't know every time, but just about every time I come to do these videos, I could go into fear. I could go into fear very quickly. I could say, you know what? I just don't want to. I don't want to. It's gonna be, the timing's gonna be off, the videos, all the work I gotta do, who's gonna hear, what if I mess up, what if I'm not connected, what if I blah 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 blah. Like, it's very easy for us to quit. But I say to myself, somebody might need to hear what I have to say today. Somebody might need to hear what I have to say today. And so I don't quit. I stay in faith. Root yourself in faith. And as I wrap up right now, remember, root yourself in faith. Faith and focus. Faith and focus to gain clarity. Faith and focus to gain clarity. Faith and focus to gain clarity. I wanted to read this very quickly, and then I gotta go. My computer's dying. Chapter 3 of Maximize Your Superpowers, the superpower of clarity. There are few things more powerful than a life lived with passionate clarity. Listen up. This is one of the most important superpowers available to you. So please pay very close attention. The message is very clear. Gain clarity. There is nothing quite as important to execution as first gaining clarity. Clarity is the state of being crystal clear and free of any ambiguity for that which you desire to attain. It is the best thing going next to execution. Clarity and execution are real superpowers. Clarity and execution. Clarity and execution. How do you get clarity? You stay rooted in faith and you focus. You stay focused so that you can gain clarity for execution. Come on, y'all. I'm telling you right now the steps. Stay rooted in faith. Stay rooted in faith. Stop getting distracted with, I'm not religious. Like, don't ever let that come out of your mouth again. I'm not religious. Who gives a shit? That serves nothing for you. That's not of service for you. Stop saying I'm not religious. Nobody gives a shit. I don't care. You don't care. It's not serving your spirituality. It's not serving your ability to hear your spirit. It's not serving your ability to do anything grandiose in this world. Stop validating what is not working for you and root yourself in the spirit. I gotta go. My computer's dying. Root yourself in the spirit. Stay in faith. When you're in faith and you're internal and you're focused, you set the intention, you come into your body, you go deeper into your spirit, you root yourself in faith so that society and everything external of you and your fearful survival mind doesn't distract you. You stay focused for execution and clarity. For clarity and execution, these are your real superpowers. Clarity is achieved when you can see exactly what you want to achieve in your mind's eye. Without it, you'll either delay or fail in achieving that which you set out for. You can save years of wasted man hours when you are crystal clear about your goals and associated steps to attain your goals. Conversely, listen to this. Conversely, neglect gaining clarity and you'll wander lost. Neglect gaining clarity and you'll wander lost. Neglect gaining clarity and you will wander lost. So, what is your guiding thought for today? Figure that out and be intentional. All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you, I don't know, in 2 days, whatever, Friday. Listen, Deliberate Creator Coaching, go to capricruz.com, sign up for that. It's the best coaching for the cheapest price. You need to be around a group of people who are like-minded, your mastermind group. You don't elevate alone. Stop grabbing for straws. Get with the focused people who are going in the direction that you want to go in. And if it's not my coaching program, go with somebody else. Go with who you're aligned with. But don't do it alone because you'll wander lost. Don't wander lost. All right? All right, I gotta go. I love you guys. Bye.